Good morning. Happy coffee talk. It's a little later this morning than I normally do coffee talk. It's almost 8 a.m. I spent some time with the boys before they got on the bus and cooked breakfast and took some time to think and sent an email. Just gave myself some space this morning. Sometimes I feel like I have to do that. Often you guys are the very first people I talk to in the morning. So I wake up and I just roll right into coffee talk almost every day. But every once in a while, I give myself a break. Here is my coffee this morning. It's in this really cool mug. It's blue and got different shades of gray in it. I mean, it's just really pretty pottery mug, and I'm drinking Black Rifle coffee. Um, I've been thinking a lot about this whole concept of getting outside of your comfort zone. Um, you've seen it on posters, on Pinterest, like quotes. You've probably seen it on Instagram. You've seen it everywhere. This whole like the magic happens outside of your comfort zone, or, you know, push yourself outside of your limits, like those kind of statements. And or get uncomfortable or embrace the discomfort, right? All of that sounds so awesome. And I've been trying to think about I haven't been trying. I have been thinking about what this means. I think it sounds really sexy. It sounds like that should be fun, or that everyone's going to celebrate you when you're outside of your comfort zone and you're doing things. And sometimes I think that that's true. But when I think about doing something new or something that's hard or outside of your comfort zone, it often looks like a mess, to be honest. So when I would coach in person and I would teach someone a new skill, this was really obvious to me. They could be athletic, do all sorts of really cool things. They could be a marathon runner, and qualify for the Boston Marathon. And they would come into CrossFit. And if I would try to teach them something that they've never done before, this is outside of their comfort zone, this is a new space, I would give them a barbell and I would say, do it like this, this is what we're going to do. They would look super goofy because they wouldn't be able to do it. They might be athletic and be able to put some of the pieces together, but they would struggle because it's different. It's new. It is, quote, outside of their comfort zone. It's uncomfortable. It's something they haven't done before. And in reality, they don't look good doing it. Not yet. And so it's funny because you would think that, like they're doing the thing. They're so sexy and awesome outside of their comfort zone, but they look terrible right now. I mean, they're doing it. I'm glad they're showing up, but it doesn't look great. And so it probably doesn't feel great either. I think they know, and I've done this myself because especially recently with jiu-jitsu, I've kind of felt this at its core. But, when you try something new, it doesn't feel very good. You look goofy. You know that you're not doing it quite right. You feel kind of embarrassed about it. You definitely don't want everybody to watch. And so outside of your comfort zone is a lot less fun and sexy than people make it sound. And nobody really talks about it, to be honest. I mean, it's like embrace the discomfort, go outside of your comfort zone, push the limits. All of that sounds really great. But when you're doing it, it doesn't feel that great. It makes you actually question if you're doing the right thing, because you're thinking to yourself, well, I can't be doing the right thing. I can't be, succeeding or growing because I feel terrible doing this. This is not working for me. I'm not very good at this. I can't do it very well. And when we feel like that, then the voice in our head starts to tell us, well, we shouldn't do it because we're not very good at it. And if you were good at it, then you could do it. But I see this all the time when I'm coaching people, because I'm asking them to do new things. And yes, outside of their comfort zone, even things around preparing food, even things around going to the gym, doing a 5K for the first time, working on like a walk to run program. There's all of these different things that people could do that are outside of their comfort zone. And while they're doing it, it does not feel very good yet. But I can see as a coach, and that's kind of the beauty of being on the outside, is that you are doing it. But this is the path to getting what you want. This is the path to getting better at it. And so it's going to take some time for you to get better at it. And so if you think about it, you can look at those Instagram quotes or those Pinterest board things and say, yay, the magic happens outside of your comfort zone. But when you're in there, just know it doesn't feel like magic. It really doesn't. You are not going to feel like this is awesome. And in a bunch of different areas of my life right now, I'm experiencing this, and it's very hard because if you like to be good at things and you like to show up well in different areas, then it's going to almost, it's not that it's embarrassing, but it's going to kind of feel embarrassing because you're not good at the stuff yet. For example, I'm trying to learn. So from a coaching perspective, like I've coached for 9 years, but I've only been an online business owner for a few years. And even in that, I really focused more on just making sure we delivered a quality product, like a really quality coaching service. That's what I focused on for the first few years. And now I'm learning new things about telling stories, about creating, helping people who've never met me before understand our message. I mean, you want to call that marketing. I don't know anything about it. It's super hard. And as I learn it, I feel like, a baby giraffe. That's what it feels like. My legs don't quite work right. And so I feel like a baby giraffe. And maybe you do too in a couple different categories. Maybe you're trying to cook meals at home for the first time. Like that dude told me I don't know if you missed yesterday's episode on Team Not Perfect. Yesterday, he was telling me that people who feel overwhelmed by cooking meals at home are obviously like idiots. But I've certainly felt overwhelmed by cooking meals at home with 3 kids and 2 dogs and juggling all the things. And so sometimes it does feel overwhelming. But if it's the first time that you're ever trying to put together a healthy meal, you're going to feel like a big baby giraffe. It's not going to feel very good yet. It's outside of your comfort zone. You're not accustomed to doing it. It's not going to be easy. If you've never, ever gone to a gym before and used weights, free weights or machines, you're going to be a big baby giraffe. It's not going to feel easy at first. You're not going to even want people to see you. You're going to feel embarrassed, which is why it's important. And I always tell you this, it's always important to surround yourself with people who are down for that process, because when you're truly pushing yourself outside of your comfort zone, there is a lot of trial and failure. Failure means learning. You can replace failure with the word learning. That's a better way. But in the moment, you're like, oh, I am failing. You're learning is what you're doing. You're failing and you're learning. And as long as you keep going, then it's not a failure. I think if there's something to remember from this episode, it's that. If you feel like if you're trying and you're failing, you're actually trying and learning, and it's only a failure if you quit. So I just wanted to share this because I've been thinking a lot about it in my life, about being outside of my comfort zone. And it's really easy to be drawn back to the place of complacency and ease and comfort. And I'm not saying we can never be there, but I do think if you are not where you want to be, okay? So if you are like, I really want a few things to change, whether that is professional or financial or physical or emotional or in your relationships or whatever it is, if you want things to be different, then you actually will have to go outside of your comfort zone in order to get there. And so when you know that it's going to feel like a big baby giraffe as you're doing it, then you can be aware of it when it's happening and not question yourself and think, okay, well, I must be doing something wrong because there's no way that this is what it's supposed to feel like. Everybody else seems to be already really good at this. If I was going to be good at cooking meals, I would already be good at it. Look at so-and-so. She can put together X, Y, and Z super fast. Why can't I? Or like if I was going to be able to be good in the gym, I would already be good in the gym because look at those people. They're already doing it. Clearly, I'm not athletic. Clearly, I'm not strong. I'm not fit enough. I can't do it. So that voice in your head is telling you all those things when actually in reality, you are stepping outside of your comfort zone. You're doing the thing that you said you're going to do. It's just that it's not easy yet. When we do something new and hard, it's probably going to not be very good at first. It's going to take time to get better at it. And once you get better at it, well, then, yeah, other people will probably think that you've always been good at it. That's sort of the funny lesson in it all, too, is that people think when you are doing things like that you've always been doing it. And you probably know inherently that that's not true, because you remember the baby deer stage. And that's why it's so powerful when you get to help other people, because you are able to help them in a way that you needed. You needed somebody to tell you, hey, just keep going, just keep practicing. You'll get there eventually. And so once you have made that transition and things become more doable and more easy, it's on us to look back and help other people. And so I just wanted to share that, because sometimes those quotes are helpful and sometimes they sort of make you wonder if you've lost your mind, Oh, the magic happens outside the comfort zone. Well, this does not feel like magic to me, and so now you're hearing it from me. It's not supposed to. And it's not a failure. It's learning. And as long as you keep learning, you're going to get better at it. And if you keep getting better at it, then one day it will feel more doable. And then it won't be outside of your comfort zone anymore. It'll be something that you regularly do. It'll be inside your comfort zone. And that's great. It'll be something you've mastered. It'll be a lifestyle habit. It'll be a skill. It'll be an opportunity. It'll be a whatever that you now can use in your life, as opposed to something that you think that one day you might be able to tackle. And so I just kind of wanted to share this. And again, looking back on helping other people is really key. So one of our new programs in Fit Me is called Fit Me Community Leader Program. And it's kind of based on this exact idea. The idea that once we start to feel progress, once things start to feel more doable, there's a lot of joy in helping other people do that too. And so I built this program as a way to train individuals and give you education and background and support if you are somebody that takes joy out of helping other people, particularly in this, healthy lifestyle space. And so I'm actually going to be starting another round of that certification in January. And so if you're interested in that, I would love to hear from you. You can shoot me a DM or shoot me an email, Christy@fitmenutrition.com. And this is a 5 to 6 week certification. It's pretty doable. It's just online. It's with me. You're going to learn how to help other people while you're still on your own journey. And again, if that adds fulfillment to your life, if you are someone who remembers that baby deer stage, or maybe you're still doing those reps and you're like, I just would rather do it with other people and I'm more likely to stick with it if I'm helping other people, this might be for you. Think of it as a personal development thing. Some way for you to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. The people that are going through it right now, that's exactly what I said to them. I was like, if it didn't feel a little scary, then it probably wouldn't be worth your time. It's not even worth it then. But everybody who's in it right now is like, it feels a little scary to do this, but in a good way. And so if you're looking for something that's outside of your comfort zone, if you're looking to help other people and push yourself, that's what this is. And again, like, what does that mean? Well, what it means is that you are a person who not just enjoys helping other people, but feeds off of it. And so, for example, maybe you should go for a walk, and you think about it and you're like, yeah, I'm probably going to do it. But then you have a hard time doing it. Meanwhile, you commit to a friend who's just barely starting to walk, that you'll go with her on Sundays. And so now you go on Sundays and it's so much easier for you now because you're really just making it about her. So you're getting your walks in that used to kind of feel hard, but now you're just going because you're going to help her, and you really take a lot of joy out of that. And when, Saturday rolls around, you're texting her and saying, hey, don't forget, tomorrow we're walking. And that feeds you. It doesn't mean that you're the Olympian walker. It just means that that's a piece of you. That's what this program is for. It is to develop that piece of you. And so if you're interested in that, in this Fit Me Community Leader program, shoot me a DM on Instagram at Christy May Campbell, or shoot me a message on email, Christy@fitmenutrition.com. And you can be a part of that January group that I'm going to be working with and training. I will be working with you guys, me with you. And so it'll be something fun that we can do together. And I think that's it for Coffee Talk. go ahead, push yourself outside of your comfort zone. Just know it's not going to feel like magic. It's not going to feel that great. And that's okay. Keep going. Remember, it's not failing, it's learning. And if you keep learning, you'll get better at it. And if you get better at it, then it's not going to be outside of your comfort zone for long. You'll eventually master it. You'll be able to do it, and you'll be able to help other people do it. And you'll be remembering that time when you felt like a baby deer, cooking chicken for the first time, or using the air fryer or an Instant Pot, or going for a walk, or walking into the gym, or, doing something outside of your comfort zone, like doing the Fit Me Community Leader certification, or becoming a coach, or whatever it is, or starting your business, or asking for the promotion, or taking the new thing. It's always going to be something that you can do and then pay forward. So thanks as always for plugging into Coffee Talk. If you haven't done so, subscribe to Fit Me Coffee Talk on your favorite podcast platform. And if you're not a part of our Facebook group yet, then come on over to Facebook and search Fit Me Community. Request to join the group. I will add you. It's a great place. We are actually going to be doing free community activities all of next year, 2023, led by community leaders. So community leaders are immediately plugged in to our free group to help other people make changes. And if you want to be a part of that, either as someone who's doing it or somebody who's helping, request to join that group, Fit Me Community, and I will see you over there. Take care. Bye.